What's up, plant family? So in my quest to create my houseplant jungle here behind me, I've really found one thing is essential for growing happy houseplants, and that's having good lighting. If you have great lighting, your houseplants can literally grow every day, all year round without taking a break during the winter time. But if you have suboptimal lighting, your plants may just simply exist, stagnate, and not bring you that joy that you were really hoping to get from your big, lush, beautiful plants. So I've spent a lot of time, I spent a lot of effort trying different brands of grow lights. I've really scoured Amazon for what I thought were great grow lights, only to find out they weren't so great after all. It's really hard. There's so many different brands out there. How can you actually know which one is good without actually purchasing it, spending your own hard-earned cash, and then finding out if it was worth the money or not? So during my quest, one brand that I would always see was a brand Sansi LED. So I tried one of their grow lights and I really liked it. I thought it was pretty good with not too high of a price tag. So I contacted the brand and I asked them to send me a few different ones to try out. And they sent me 4 different kinds of grow lights. So in this video, I'm going to show you these 4 different grow lights that I've got from Sansi LED and what I have found to be good pros and cons of each of these 4 different types. So one of the first things that I noticed about Sansi was that they have a good selection, but it's not too many things to choose from. So I chose 1 clamp on, I chose 2 standing lights, and I also chose one that's like a stick-on light. So I want to start with my favorite of the 4. That would be this guy right here, this clamp on with these goosenecks. It's a 2 set. Now one of the cool things, they have some different wattage choices that you can choose from on their website. And you can also choose the number of bulbs. I think there's one that has a single bulb. I chose the 2 one because I like to have lights going from different directions, all from one single source, which would be this guy. And this gooseneck is really cool because number one, the clamp itself is actually pretty high quality, so it's not it doesn't move around. I'm not worried about it kind of like slipping off like some of these other ones that I have. The other thing that I love about this is that the actual gooseneck itself, if I move it around, it goes exactly where I want it to. It stays in that spot. Some of these other ones that I've tried in the past, like you try to twist it and it doesn't twist, or you put it right where you want it to shine the light and then it moves, and it's really frustrating. But I think the best thing of all is that the quality of the light bulbs is really phenomenal. There's, like I was mentioning, there's some different wattages you can choose from, but they all have a spectrum of like white and red, which is not a totally full spectrum, but it's pretty darn good and pretty much all that your plants will really need to continue to produce the lush foliage throughout the year. Some you can choose if you want it to have a timer or not. I chose this one with a timer and it makes it really simple. You can choose if you want both to be on, if you want to turn one on and one off, and then a 4, 8, and 12 hour timer. So this guy is definitely my favorite. Clamp it on to bookshelves, to pots, wherever you can just get those clamps on. It's going to be a great light for your plants. So the next one I wanted to talk about is this one that's it's on a tripod. The tripod is pretty high quality. I do wish that it got a little bit taller. It only gets, this is its max height, you know, it's like 3.5, all 4 feet tall. But I like this one because it has this really cool panel. It's a panel light, so it has a really nice brightness. One thing I found about all 4 of the lights is the brightness quality is exceptional, and that is really going to amp up the speed at which your plants grow. It will make your plants dry out more quickly because they're using that light, so you will need to monitor the watering situation of your plants. While they are of very high quality, they're not too expensive. They are a reasonably priced grow light. The design is pretty utilitarian. It's not going to be the sleekest, most designer friendly, but utilitarian, simple. I like that. It's easy. And this guy is pretty good. It can shine on like a trio if you want. I have it shining pretty brightly right on my jasmine plant over here. But if I just moved it back a little bit, now it's shining on this whole like quartet of plants. Pretty great. Also, the cords themselves are thick. They're high quality. They feel good. They feel like they're high quality. So that's just something to note. The tripods move. It moves really easily. It doesn't get stuck. This also can go all sorts of different directions, up, down, wherever you want your light to go, this will go. So the next stand light that I got was this guy. It has these 3 bulbs. I have one turned off because honestly, it's just seriously so bright. Let's see, which one is it? That one. It's seriously so bright. It's a little even more bright than I need. So if you want like one stop shop that has like 3 bulbs, I think they even have 4 option. This is a good choice because you can also make it pretty short, make it like down, the height can go all the way down, which is really convenient. So if you have some plants on the floor, it's great for that. And also, like all the other ones, the goosenecks are really high quality and they move exactly how I want. The bulbs are phenomenal. You can see the difference in how bright it has become by switching to this light bulb, to this trio. And the one thing I do want to note is you can see how I have all 3 in different directions. It does get too top heavy. If you have all of the bulbs in one side of your tripod, it does get pretty top heavy, and if you knock into it, it will fall over. The other thing that I wasn't too keen on, you can see it has like 3 separate wires, which it's a little bit wire heavy in my opinion. And I honestly, I wish the tripod was a little bit, I wish the tripod base was a little bit smaller. I know if it was smaller, it'd probably be even more top heavy. So, you know, pros and cons. The lighting quality is great. I do wish it got taller also. This only gets about 4 feet tall. All right, and so the 4th one would be these guys under here. This is my 2nd favorite of the 4, and it's because I absolutely love bookshelf plantings. They look phenomenal, but bookshelves, because of the shelves, they're typically quite dark and it's really hard. You can see under here I have some like shining in, and that's like okay, but it's really hard to maneuver those kind of lights to shine in your bookshelf. These guys I just stuck right on. They're absolutely sleek. They don't take up much space. The lighting is bright enough. They're not as bright as the other standard lights that I have, or even the other clamp on, but it's absolutely going to be bright enough for these cyclamens so that these guys can start to bloom like the other ones, like the red ones beneath it that have been getting some additional light. So I think these little, you know, stick-on lights are really great for your bookshelves, under tables, anywhere that you really want to get some sleek lighting. These ones are an awesome choice and really reasonably priced as well. And one last thing is that all of the grow lights from Sansi come with a 5-year warranty. So if after 2 years the lights blow, well, you got that warranty. That's just some additional extra benefit to purchasing from you know, a good purveyor like Sansi. And now that I have these new 4 lights, I think I can start to get rid of some of those older, junkier ones around here I'm seeing, because these ones are sweet. I love them. And if you're looking for some grow lights, consider checking out Sansi LED, either their website or their page on Amazon. You can find some links in the description below to the 4 lights that I have here, as well as to more of their grow lights. I hope you found this video helpful, seeing how I like to use grow lights and these awesome lights from Sansi. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. We're bringing new plant-related content every single week. Thanks for joining me here on Plant Vibrations. I'll catch you soon. Ciao.